For most people, Will Smith is the epitome of perseverance. His successful career shift from a rapper to an A-list celebrity has turned many co-actors green with envy. But what most people don't realize is that he has been the rare 1% of the multitude to effortlessly manifest success in the long run. And here's the secret behind it. You see, unlike writing his manifestations and keeping them under his pillow, or waking up every morning and chanting certain mantras in the mirror, Will Smith hardwired his brain for subconscious reprogramming, which we will discuss as we move forward. But in the meantime, we will briefly discuss 5 highly effective hobbies that Will Smith follows that landed him a position in the top 1% of men in our competitive society. While most of these hobbies might sound generic at first, his distinct implementation techniques make them stand out. So, let's get started. Ladies and gentlemen, from a fridge installer to an Academy Award winner, Will Smith is the live depiction of hard work can rewrite destiny. And it's interesting to note that he started his career as a rapper at the mere age of 18. We now know he paved the way to become the most discussed Hollywood mogul of all time. But what makes Will Smith the megastar he is? How and when did he quench his thirst for performance? Did his success come by chance, or did he sweat blood for it? Well, to find answers to these questions and take inspiration from his patterns, we highly suggest you keep watching this video to the end, because what we have condensed is in the interest of improving your life. So, without any ruffles, here's Will's 5th most effective habit. Practice the 20-minute rule religiously. Our celebrity enthusiasts, Will Smith has inked the idea and follows religiously that your day's first actions may determine your whole trajectory in your brain. Consider that when you first open your eyes in the morning, your brain is in a highly impressionable, malleable state, and that checking your phone for any reason, whether to look at social media or check your email, will cause your brain to go into high alert, especially if you come across something negative. Will Smith cites Sean Anker's study showing that even 3 minutes of bad news in the morning may leave you on edge for the rest of the day, exacerbate your own fears, and reduce your productivity. So, spend the first 20 minutes of your day setting yourself up for success with practices like thankfulness prayer, relaxation, mindfulness, workout, affirmations, and a little bit of humor. And we kid you not, if you take Will's advice and establish a routine that serves you, you'll soon see positive results and be well on your way to adopting a growth mindset. Talking of growth mindset, here we have Will Smith's 4th most important habit: rely on the power of yet. While Will's expression remains neutral for the most part, you can't ignore the iconic fluff that puts him at the top of the celebrity pedestal. In all seriousness though, Will Smith has invented a remarkable strategy that allows us to ignore our imperfections and concentrate on our development. Our guru believes that the easiest approach to adopt a growth mindset is to simply stop saying, "I can't do this," or "I can't get this to work," or "I can't learn how to code," and instead end such statements with an easy yet. Well, by simply appending this 3-letter word to the end of any restricting or negative idea, you may shift your perspective and unlock new opportunities. In addition, if you want to take this discussion to a psychology lab, pay attention to what Carol Dweck has to say about this topic in her study and her book, Mindset. Successful people have faith in their most fundamental skills, and the words and tone we use when speaking to ourselves and others shape our perception of our own and others' capabilities. So next time you find yourself making a restricting remark, finish it with a yet to remind yourself that you have the capacity to grow and develop. Now, we don't know how hard the impact of this yet was on Chris's face, but all we can advise you is to keep famous people's wives' names out of your mouth. And this, my friends, is what a censored joke sounds like. No time for more slaps, because we quickly present to you Will's effective habit number 3. Step out of your comfort zone every day. Since Will has now provided the groundwork, we may go on to the potentially life-saving question: How much more certain and assured of yourself do you think you would be in a month if you were able to accomplish something a little bit outside your comfort zone every day? A year? For the next 5 years? Well, saying hello to someone you don't typically talk to, messaging a friend you haven't seen in a while, or applying a new job are all good ways to practice your capacity to cope with rejection, and they may also lead to some fantastic chances you wouldn't have otherwise. Anxiety may be alleviated, and one's life can be enriched by making it a daily practice to push oneself beyond of their comfort zone. Moving forward with habit number 2. Stop the hunger for validation. We're wondering whether any of you ladies are desperately seeking the approval of others around you. Well, it has been made clear by Will Smith that when we set our sights on pleasing others instead of learning and improving ourselves, we choose the incorrect goal. Also, you may try to achieve something that isn't truly important to you or place too much emphasis on success, dominance, or enhancement. Here are some suggestions by Hollywood's favorite actor to help you stop worrying so much about whether or not other people approve of you and start appreciating who you are and what you may become without letting the opinions of others dictate your self-worth. To boost your self-assurance, it's a good idea to get in the habit of politely declining low-priority requests and to create a system for making decisions, such as pros and cons list, or a set of criteria. In this manner, you can always point to solid justifications for the choices you've made, and the dependence on other people's approval can be reduced using this method. Now, we know you are eagerly waiting for the power booster, but don't worry, because it will be worth it. On this note, here's Will Smith's number 1 habit that makes him the rare 1% of the multitude: subconscious reprogramming. Before understanding anything, please know that your conscious mind wasn't fully formed until after the age of 7. Thus, you spent those first 7 years of life effectively being trained by your surroundings through your subconscious mind. Now, assuming you've never intentionally altered your subconscious programming, whatever the recurring pattern was from 0 to 7 is probably still in effect. Our man Will Smith was a victim of social barriers, and only when he readjusted his brain to start acting like a sunflower, facing wherever it finds success, he made himself into the man that he is today. It is vital to acknowledge that this is by far Will's most pragmatic habit, as it gives him room for improvement every single time. Fun fact, our subconscious reprogramming results in the creation of an alter ego that helps us take the topmost decisions in the most critical times. So if you're someone who wants to discover his or her inner voice, we highly suggest you subconsciously reprogram your brain and connect with yourself on deeper levels. Alas, we advise you to pick up one of these habits and try staying consistent with it. After all, chains of habit are too light to be felt until they are too heavy to be broken.